What is going on, GPC? It is one of your analysts, Trev here, and today I am here with the commissioner himself and coach of the Cambuur Zygarden, Bob.
Hello. Yep, that's me.
Alright. So, first question for this interview.
Alright.
So, fourth season, obviously, because you started a league. You've made it every season now. However, these last two seasons, even though you have won the championship, season 2 and season 3, last season and now this season, you barely snuck into the playoffs by just a smidge, in the last game of the season. How does that, feel compared to like when in season 2 you got there very easily, and then like in the playoffs you had a very tough time, whereas in the previous season you had a tough time getting the playoffs, but you had a great time actually playing in the playoffs.
It's kind of a weird thing, but if it's like season 3, which means that which was kind of similar to this one, which is where I barely made playoffs, but the playoffs were, I wouldn't say easy or anything along those lines, but I think I played quite confidently and stuff. But I like the competition in the season. I don't like getting hexed in like a game, which is quite crucial for me to make playoffs. But luckily, I clinched it in the very last game. So thankfully, I made it, and hopefully, I will continue the trend by winning in the next 2 games.
All right. Well, now for this next question, you can personally, if you want to use stats for this, to answer this question, you can, or if you want to just what off you personally felt, you can do that too.
Okay.
But what do you feel was your MVP throughout the entire season?
Ooh, probably Scolipede. I mean, Scolipede obviously got the most kills in all of the games. Plus, it basically has been on every game as well. It's the only mono that brought like all games, and it basically was the very first mono on every team that I built with. So I think Scolipede is definitely the MVP and definitely the glue of the team. And yeah, I'm glad I picked it up because it's fantastic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I believe it also got like many kills against the main playoff contenders in your division, if I'm not mistaken.
Against Eric and against Riz, it both swept with 5 kills each game.
Yeah. So, moving on to the next question. What was your favorite match this season? And if you want, you can give us a little explanation of why.
Well, basically, the very last game of the season is the one that I remember the most, of course. So I'm going to use that one mainly because there was like it was so close in the division, and all the hype that's into the last game of the season, into making playoffs or not making playoffs, that all those feelings mixed and combined with each other. Made it for a very great game, as well as that the game wasn't easy at all. Like I was at the back foot of the game, but luckily cost strategy worked, and I managed to get a narrow win out of it. So I think definitely the last game versus the Bristol Biders.
Very nice. Now I probably know the answer to this question, but I guess I'll still have to ask it because I asked Bluesy this. But what was your least favorite match and why?
Well, there was one game that I'd rather not talk about. It's the game against Weimar and the Miami Infernaps. Basically, to make it a very short story, I've never played that bad in my life before, and I'm still annoyed if I think about that game. So please don't remind me of that.
All right. Well, I'll try not to.
Yeah.
Well, we are going quickly here. We are already at the last question of the interview.
Fine.
But how do you feel about your matchup with Rob? Are you confident? Are you just like how confident are you in that you can beat Rob and then either beat Uzi or Bluesy in the finals?
Well, I would feel very confident if I had teams prepared for all of them, but it's 2 days until the playoffs, and right now I barely have my first team made. Like the team versus Rob is halfway made. Like I know with 6 months I'm bringing, but there are like 3 sets that are still open. So yeah, the confidence isn't there yet because I'm obviously pretty far from actually beating them, like feeling prepared and actually playing. So, but I think I will be able to make it. I think Rob will be batting this with a very close. I think it will be a very narrow score, like a 1 or 2-0, and then hopefully I'll beat Bluesy in the finals because I really want to face Bluesy. But if I face UZ, then I will. Well, he will get his rematch, and basically, my history with rematches in the same season isn't fantastic. Like they've always resulted in a 1 win and 1 loss. So hopefully I'm not facing Yuzi because that would mean that I would lose the finals, and that's not something I want to do. Obviously.
All right, very excellent answer. Well, that will do it for this interview. I'd like to thank Bob for an excellent interview.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, so that was the commissioner of the GPC, Bob, and I am one of your GPC analysts, Trev, signing out. Peace.
See ya.